So over this past weekend, Bitcoin has been holding support at over $51,000. That's been incredible news because this has been setting up a tremendous scene for altcoins to get ready for that next rip. Now, there is one altcoin in particular that I wanted to focus on more of in this video, especially with some new upgrades that are coming out within the next 7 days. That cryptocurrency is going to be Cardano. A lot of you guys have been sending me requests on making some additional content regarding Cardano and whether or not there are some more opportunities for this, because at the time of filming today's video, Cardano is now the 3rd largest cryptocurrency in terms of market cap, listed on the top 100. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some expected price targets to have for Bitcoin coming up very soon. We're also going to be talking about some of those altcoins that have been doing well, but most importantly, talk about how you can also manage risk so you can find yourself maximizing the amount of reward that you can make in this market now. Before we get started with today's video, do me a favor, drop a like down below. That helps out this channel a ton. And with that being said, let's get started with this video. All right, so the global crypto market cap, it has been accumulating up and up again. We are now at $2.36 trillion, or a 1.63% increase over the last day. Bitcoin, like I mentioned earlier, it hit $52,000. It is holding support, so it's holding steady right now. This is actually very good news because whenever we are able to hold these support levels for a longer period of time, this gives us more stability in the market to warm up that volume, to warm up the pressure before we start ripping again. So let's also talk about some of those opportunities to make in this market. Ethereum hit $4,000. It is now pulled back just a little bit, but still up almost double the amount that Bitcoin has been in the last week, up 18.29%. Now, this right here is just another example of how another altcoin like Ethereum, just right under Bitcoin, is going to be proven to give you more rewards in a market like this. Now, most importantly, I actually want to focus on this one chart right here, and that's going to be the global crypto market cap and where we are just reflecting back in the history since crypto really started to evolve. Now, what you'll notice is if you focus on these dates right here, during the peak of the last market cycle, going back into the beginning of May, you'll notice that we had a market cap of near $2.46 trillion. That seemed to be the top before we started to accumulate back down, and a lot of people were liquidating their positions, and we are approaching very, very close to those numbers. Now, if we go into the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, you'll notice that we are actually very close to where we were earlier this year. So this is actually going to show at the peak $1.42 trillion, while right now we are near $1.37 trillion. So what you'll notice is that more money has been going into these other altcoins, and that market cap is pretty much near its peak of where we last began. So based on the crypto fear and greed index, you'll notice that even on a day like this, we are in the extremely greedy at a 79 compared to last week, where we saw consistent 73 days and even 69 last month. Now, even with a chart like this, you'll notice some significant volatility within the crypto fear and greed index, where on one day in February, it'll be about a 56, and then it'll drop completely. It'll tank down to a 12, but then just a few months later, you can notice that it has changed. So even with an index like this, you don't want to use this as your primary source to gauge whether or not you want to continue having positions in the market, but just use this as supportive research to get an idea of whether or not we may see another dip, or we may begin to resume back in that fear market. With that being said, I also want to talk about two very bullish sources of information. So one of them is going to be this on-chain metric that's actually showing that Bitcoin whales have been adding 41,580 Bitcoin, which is going to be equivalent to $2 billion to their holdings in the last 10 days. You have to keep in mind, whenever whales begin to accumulate Bitcoin, oftentimes they're not going to decide to do this if they think the price of this investment is going to go down, especially when we're talking about a significant amount like $2 billion. So normally I would expect this much volume going into crypto to help raise the prices, which we have actually been seeing, but many people have these expectations of Bitcoin just doing a straight shot right now to 57 to 58K. And I believe in order for that to happen, we still need to accumulate that volume first. We do need to cool down before we start ramping things up and going on that parabolic run like we saw back in May. Now, another technical metric that I want to talk about was actually the golden cross, which is nearing soon. So if you guys remember something called the death cross a little while back, the death cross was actually a pretty significant day in the crypto market, where when that actually had happened, we did see Bitcoin drop tremendously in price. Now, the golden cross is literally the opposite of the death cross. Now, I do hope that when the 50-day moving average finally crosses that 200-day moving average, because of this steep price action we've been seeing in the green, that is going to be another signal for us to continue up this momentum. In this article, they state trend following traders consider the golden cross as a buy signal and may hit the market with fresh bids. The previous instance of the golden cross in May 2020 was followed by an 11-month climb that saw prices rise from $9,000 to over $60,000. They also do make note that the golden cross is not a perfect indicator, but based on even the last cycle, this is going to give us more evidence that we may be headed to the upside with cryptocurrency. All right, now moving forward into this video, I know you all love whenever we talk about these altcoins and pretty much give you the fundamental tips that you need to know in order to succeed and make money right now. So first of all, before we get into Cardano, let's look at the top 24% increasers. OMG Network is up 19.75% today. AR is up 19.15%. Solana continuing to ride up. So they're at 17% today. And in the last 7 days, they are up 46%. Quant, which is actually another call out that we made within our Patreon about 3 to 4 weeks ago, has been up about 80% just in the last week, up 16.93% as well. Now, a few cryptocurrencies that I want to give an honorable mention to. So this is going to be Chainlink. They are up 7.69%. I personally don't ever expect Chainlink to make an 80 to 100% gain ever in a single day unless we get some type of volatility or a major short squeeze. But Chainlink has been very consistent with its gains, and I see it just more as the slow and steady, the tortoise that always continues to ride up. So if you don't like too much volatility in the market and you're trying to diversify that portfolio, this is a holding that I've been looking into for the past few years. Now, in addition to that, it looks like Terra Luna is actually having a cool down period compared to most altcoins that are in the green right now. Polygon Matic is another one of our favorite cryptocurrencies. They did see some excitement before this weekend really got started. They are having a little bit of the pullback, but in the last 7 days, they're still up 20%. So many investors, I myself included, have really been waiting for Polygon to absolutely crush through $2. As you guys know, with Ethereum 2.0 rumors and the scaling solutions associated with that, it's just very difficult to see where Polygon is going to be headed in the near future, but I am still very confident in the longevity of this project, and that's why I continue to accumulate, and that's why I've been holding my positions with this crypto as well. Now, last but not least, let's talk about Cardano and where we are at with this specific crypto, because just a few days ago, we actually went ahead and saw Cardano hit that $3 resistance level. It's been accumulating since, and the reason why we've actually seen Cardano falling quite a bit in market price is because we have been seeing a lot of FUD in the market. So even on a day like today, we're seeing Cardano down 3.47%, but I just see this as another buying opportunity for anyone who thought Cardano's train has already left. So first of all, this tweet came out yesterday, and this was a thread by Charles Hoskinson regarding all this FUD and social media speculation, and here's what they state. Over the past 24 hours, we saw a lot of social media speculation, and let's face it, outright FUD and misinformation over Cardano's ledger approach and specifically concurrency. So Cardano is an unspent transaction output blockchain which utilizes a different programming paradigm for dApps than on account-based blockchains like Ethereum. The specific flavor Cardano uses is the EUTXO, or extended model, which believes offers greater security, allows for fee predictability, no nasty surprises, and offers more powerful parallelization. And to be clear, dApps are not limited to one transaction per block. By designing your service or application with multiple UTXOs, you can enforce more parallelism. This is inherent, we believe, one of the advantages to EUTXO. It's a little mouthful right there. Design as we have implemented it in Plutus. We'll publish a blog early this week to help explain the technical choices and why we believe this approach is preferable, even if it challenges a paradigm established on the account-based model that developers are familiar with. Now, before I continue further into this thread, I do need to make note, if you don't know what the heck a extended model or a multiple UTXO actually is, that's completely okay. When it comes to crypto, there's going to be a lot of slang that goes over most investors' head. I think once you understand the general parameter of the roadmap or the utility behind a certain crypto or even the community, that can still prove you a lot more profitable than if you were to put all of your time and research trying to understand the nitty-gritty of some of these projects. Now, although misinformation and FUD can seem like a disadvantage if you are an educated trader, and trust me, you guys are if you're at least watching these type of videos, you can use FUD to your advantage. So if you know that a lot of this is fake news, literally none of this is true, and news articles and agencies are coming out with more BS, maybe it's Ethereum because, Vlad and Charles Hoskinson, which is the creator of Cardano, they had some pretty ambiguous previous histories. Some say that he did end up leaving on a happy mutual manner, and then there are some other conspiracies where they did have a very bad falling out. So it's kind of like Ethereum versus Cardano. Cardano's catching up right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if any other project or token may come out with misinformation in order to lead investors astray or to get people questioning Cardano's utility, because it may take away from other larger projects and tokens. Now, I'm not saying Ethereum's got this agenda or they're going to go ahead and do that, but there are plenty of other cryptocurrencies that are going to want to take this pie. And right now, Cardano definitely has a spotlight. It's nice seeing them have a little bit of a pullback, $2.84 today, because that is going to open up an opportunity for the things that are coming very soon. So what is that going to be? Now, first of all, Cardano Summit. We did not talk about this too much, but September 25th and September 26th, this is going to be the biggest event ever for Cardano. This is actually going to happen about 10 days after they go ahead and launch their smart contract Alonzo, which is happening September 12th, which is about a week from now. So once we get this, the question we've been getting is, Brian, can we see a case of buy the rumor and sell the news? If you don't know what that term means, think about Dogecoin back when SNL was premiering. Many people were anticipating for Doge to hit $1 because it was going to go on SNL, everyone was going to plan to buy, and then everyone was going to sell at $1, and we're all going to be happy and make money. But that just simply wasn't the case. So the reason why I don't believe we're going to get an instance of buy the rumor, sell the news with Cardano is because if we compare this to Ethereum's EIP 1559 upgrade, we didn't see that at all. Actually, the EIP 1559 upgrade, everyone was speculating it was going to be buy the rumor, sell the news, but that was really one of the most pivotal moments where we began to see Ethereum moving up significantly and then recently just hitting $4,000. So right now, in my non-financial advice, I think this is going to be a good buying opportunity for Cardano right now. They do have more news coming up just in the month of September. The community is still very strong, and they're doing a great job even over on Twitter to talk about any of the FUD and make sure that a lot of this misconception and misinformation is getting put out right. Now, on top of that, 64% of the pools are upgraded now. So IOHK, the company behind Cardano, has tweeted that the target for Alonzo-ready stake pools they set has almost been reached. Less than 70% of pools are ready to meet Alonzo, which is that upgrade, as was expected, but the figure of Alonzo-ready pools has almost doubled. Now, the key points for this video is going to be this. Clearly, right now, we are in an altcoin season month, meaning in the last 30 days, if you had invested into Bitcoin, you'd be up about 16% on your investment. But if you had invested into FTM or BCHA or Solana or AVAX, you could find yourself up anywhere from 205% to 412% just in the last 30 days. All right, so to sum this video up, focusing on other altcoins in this market can prove to give you much higher yields than Bitcoin ever could, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be focusing on what happens with Bitcoin, because this continues to be the market leader where we do need Bitcoin to continue accumulating in price for altcoins to stay steady and to begin rallying further. Risk management is also going to be a very, very important key to find success in a market like this. So what this means is don't over leverage yourself with smaller cap altcoins that have been shown to have a tremendous amount of volatility that you may not be able to stomach and that you may consider selling at a certain point. I think having a diverse portfolio is huge, and I think understanding the utility and the reason why you decide to invest in that crypto is just as important as the timing of when you're trying to enter those positions depending on the price. So ladies and gents, thank you all so much again for watching today's video. I'm super excited to see what Cardano is going to do by the end of this month with regards to all this news. Would I be surprised to see a $5 Cardano? Not at all. I think that's still quite capable and on the table, especially if Bitcoin is able to break past $58,000 and near its previous all-time highs. As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, in terms of global crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, we're seeing some pretty accurate numbers right now that should represent the amount of volume that can go into the market cap of these cryptocurrencies that allow that price to actually form. So stay tuned for the developments that we do see in some of these cryptocurrencies, and have your fingers crossed and do not FOMO into your trades. If you are watching this video all the way till the end, thank you all so much. We always do like a secret word, like just so I know y'all made it to the end of the video. That word is going to be Pluto. Comment down Pluto down below if you guys made it all the way till the end. Like always, don't forget to check out the links down below in the description. If you are looking to earn additional interest on your crypto, or you're looking for a crypto platform, you're trying to get a little Coinbase bonus or a $25 after staking the required amount for crypto.com, I got all of those links that you can check out down below. One of my favorites is going to be Webull. I've personally been using them for about 2 years now, and my favorite is the desktop app. You can trade, buy, sell crypto, stocks, and they actually give you a lot of access to information. So if you don't have Webull and you think, I'm trying to dabble into the stock and the crypto market, but I don't want to have too many different portfolios, you can consider checking them out. Link down below in the description as well. Now, one more thing, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. That's going to be at Credit Brian. It's not Credits Brian. It's not going to be Credit Brian 1, Credit Brian DM, Credit Brian DM Real. There's going to be a lot of scammers, but I do have one main Instagram that I've been posting a little bit more often lately at. So follow me there if you guys are trying to stay up to date. And if you guys are trying to get more access to our inner circle or our Patreon spots, I will be opening up some more additional positions as well. So if you have been trying to get into the group, or you were in the group and somehow we ran out of spots or whatever happened, check out the link down below again, because I'm going to be opening up some spots in today's video as well. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. I love every single one of y'all. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see y'all soon. Have a great week, and peace out.